See if this works now. Okay, so we have learned a valuable lesson. What? We cannot do that. We cannot do that at all. We cannot. We cannot do that at all. Not at all. I had to start a new one. This is a new one. We're going to see if it lets me live. We're going to see if it's going to let me live or not. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happens because we said that name and it shut me down like, bitch, no. He makes too much money for this platform. You better leave him alone. Yeah. Hey, who knew? Who knew he got more power than the T word about him? Nothing. Nothing. You can't say nothing about him. Now I don't even look like I'm on here now. And then it wouldn't even let me do anything. Now it's telling me past streams, but I can't even see this. Okay, so now I'm back on. Okay. Now we gonna have one. We gonna still have one. Fuck them. Fuck the algorithm. Fuck that algorithm. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Okay, so let's talk about, we were on, as people come back in, we were on, hey sugar, hey crestfallen. We were talking about these palettes and they are disappointing and why I don't want them anymore. So yeah, I had to start a whole new thing because it was like, no bitch, it wouldn't even let me put in a note. I went on the web on my iPad and it was like, you trying to get in here. It wouldn't even let me type in anything. It was insane. Okay, so let's talk. This is the Crystal Iced. These are on sale at Ulta. Now, as I've said before about this one, this side is nice. This side, girl, because they bad. I mean, I'm not gonna listen. But I feel like this, Kim. I don't like them. I don't think they work well. I'm not gonna try to push them off on somebody. And Poshmark just seems too much too much trouble to me. I'm not doing all that. I'm lazy like that, Kim. I'm just being honest with you. I'll take it. I'll write it off on my taxes. That's what I'll do with this shit. So anyway, this side is nice. If you want to hide on, right? You know what I mean? Because I feel like this, and I'm just being honest. It's like if I really think it's trash, if I just don't like it, it's one thing, and then I'll see if B wants it. But if I think that the formula isn't that good, I'm just gonna not give. I'm just gonna get rid of it. You know, because why give it to somebody who might not even be as good as I am with, makeup, and then they feel like, dang, I don't know what I'm doing. So no, I'm not doing. I don't try to do that to my friends. Now, if some dubious place that I don't want, and I'm getting rid of it, I'm not gonna do that. But okay. But anyway, if you like this, if you're looking for to play with blues and greens, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this thing is only $10. The blues and greens are nice. This side is terrible. It barely picks up. You would think that these would be like nice because they are the more neutral colors, but they actually don't work that well. And I gotta be honest with you all. Yeah, the shades are gorgeous. Like I said, if you're somebody who just wants something, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can get this on sale right now. And you can play with the blues and greens because they are nice. Nicely pigmented, blend well, nice. The Spiritual Gangster, on the other hand, I really just didn't like this one that much at all. The Gangster didn't do it for me. They were terrible. The shimmers were terrible. The deeper mattes are light but blendable. The light mattes were I could barely get them to show up, and the shimmers were barely there. So yeah, this is not. Don't go with the Gangster. The Gangster will gangster your coins away from you, but it's not going to do that great on your eyes. I liked how I did that. The Gangster will gangster your coins, but not be that good on your eyes. Look at me being all interested. That was a good one. I'm proud of that one. I am proud of that one. So no, we don't want that one. We don't want those at all. Okay, next up on the face, we put on some oil. We're gonna put on some moisturizer and let this sit on. So I'm back to using trying to use it, which is this Lavi Labs Hydro Lift Anti-Aging Cream. Now, I got in PR. I have a whole dedicated video to it. The product is okay, but I feel like this, when you start spending a little more on products like this, I'm gonna need better packaging. And this is like old school. We got some labels and put it on here. So yeah. Now this is a good thick night moisturizer. I would never use this. Yeah, it's so generic. I would never use it during the day. Now they did have the little thing, the little scooper or spatula thing, which I promptly lost. But it is a nice thick one. It's nice thick. You need usually about, I think this is 1 ounce, 1.7 ounce, somewhere around there. And it's coming from overseas. It's like Hungary or something like that. How did I get? And it's a decent one. Now they're acting like, oh, it firms you up and all this stuff. I don't know about all that, but it's a nice overnight moisturizer. It will moisturize your skin. It will give you a nice thick layer, because it's one of these old school. It reminds me of old school moisturizers. It has a very, my grandmother would use this stuff. Hey, my Ash. Karen, it worked. Did you see that you're now a moderator? I need Tara to come into this one. I figured out how to do it on the iPad. I added you from the iPad. You see, Karen, that you're a moderator. Did you even notice your wrench? I just noticed. I did that when I was like on there a minute ago, and it showed me how to do that. So now we got to get Tara on here, and then I can do it from here. That's how I can do it. I figured it out. I got to go in the chat while it's chatting. So I need Tara. Somebody can contact her. So we're going to put that on, let that sit on. Yeah, so as I was saying. Welcome to the Monkey Riches. No, I don't know, because when I tried to do it on the laptop, it didn't work. But while I was sitting in that other chat, I went on the other live trying to type y'all something, and I saw something happen, and I accidentally tapped her name, and so she comes on here now, I can do it from the iPad. I done figured some shit out. So anyway, yeah, I'm putting this on my skin. We're gonna let this sit in. So now let me say, it's a nice one. It's a nice moisturizer for overnight, to give you, if you're not doing like a overnight sleeping mask or something. This is a really nice one. Right. Because that's the only way I could figure it out, man. I might have to, maybe I could do it from there. Okay, let me see. So yeah, so it's just like, so we're gonna let this settle in a little bit, because before we go to the next thing we're gonna put on my skin. Now, this was the Lancie Avocado Green. This one right here. Now, first off, this is definitely private label, because there's a few companies that have this particular palette set on their site, because it's this color, a blue one, an orange one, and a purple one. The Lancie is the one that's the most inexpensive. Right. Now, the glitter is beautiful. However, the shadows are trash. They are not worth the money, even at $10 to buy, because they do not show up the way they look. The dark ones don't come out dark at all. They're terrible. So this is like, so if you see this particular, because we all loving the monochromatic looks, palettes. So look at the pattern on here. You will see this pattern on a few different companies. I'm saying look for that because if you do, you can then see, you'll see them all over the place. Do not order them from any place because you'll be like, ooh, look at all those purples. Ooh, look at the blues, because they do look pretty, but they're trash. So stay away from this particular um Oh, okay. So now you're going. Yeah, they have a bunch of them on Amazon, but I've actually seen them on some indie brands on Trendmove, and they want a lot of money for these. Like they want like 20 something dollars per pallet with some companies that I've seen it with. At least the Lancie is only like $9.99, but you know $9.99 gets to adding up when you start looking. That's why, and I'm not trying to be that way. That's why I tend to not buy a lot of you know, right, the audacity of it all. That's why I tend not to buy a lot of stuff like that because it'll be like, okay. Because you spend so much, if you start looking at how much you spend and you kind of like go, damn, I did spend a lot on these affordable palettes and things. So, yeah. Now, that I have been on a blue green thing this year. We know blue green. You throw some blues out, you throw some greens out. Blue is like, I am going to get it. Yeah, I mean really, and that's why I really don't buy a lot of Makeup Revolution because Makeup Revolution is so hit or miss to me. I'm pissed if I bought like two or three of them. I'm like, damn, that's 20 something dollars. I could just held that off and used it on something. I could have afterpaid some shit with that. Okay, but afterpay is the devil. Am I buffering again, y'all? Am I buffering again? Right, I am tempted with every. You said the avocado. I still haven't got it. I got so much shit I'm always buying. So, but if you say you like it, I probably will like it. Now this is not good. I know this is the Blush Tribe Chick Sister, which yeah. See, but you know what? Honestly, some of the stuff that I've heard people say they like, I didn't like. So it's like it's all subjective. I mean, let's be honest. Makeup is subjective, but like some things, I do see that they have gotten better. Their quality is better, but I was burned so badly by them that I'm like, because I have some that are decent, so I can't say that I have a few that now that I can say, okay, they're decent. Now this right here, I'm buffering like crazy. This is beautiful when you see it, but it does not work that well, especially on the green side. Especially the greens. Now the blues are okay, but the greens down here, no, they were just not good. No, no. And this color right here, you think, oh, that's so pretty. It's such a pretty duochrome. This thing you can barely see. You can barely see it. It's pretty, but the greens are trash. The greens did not, they don't come out as pigmented as you want them. And some of them don't, the colors don't even come out the same as what they look like on here, right? Like, especially the darker ones. Like this one right here looks like that, right? And then you put it on. Look at this. It's so disappointing. Right. Right. I waited. I did a pre-order. I got it over here. It took weeks to get here. And it was like, and everybody like, oh my God, their pigmentation is so wonderful. I would not buy certified again. I just need one time, especially when I'm buying from overseas and I'm, the got to deal with the wait time and everything, and then it comes no, because I was like, oh, this is such a pretty color. No, oh, and this dark green right that dark green. Now that look how forestry green that looks, And then look at this mess. Look at this mess. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. By then I was kind of over Blush Tribe. I have a thing where when something becomes that incredibly right, it should be like my nails. That I'm like, okay, so let me say the first time that it came out, here's the first reason why. As a YouTube channel, when you tell me as the first time you're coming out that you're only making 400 of them and you're overseas, it's really not worth me spending the money on it for me personally, because I'm really not going to be able to show it because no one can get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's part of it. That was number one. I was like, oh, it's only 400 of them, because I have some things that I love, but you can't get them again. You know, you know. So it's like, no. And right, was it 300? I thought it was 400. Okay, and then so that was that, and then they came back out with it again. I was like, well, it's gonna be a limited edition again, and by the time I get it, and it was like, you know what, I got other shit that, so I'm good. Even though I thought it was a very pretty palette, it was very beautiful. I find, let me be honest, of the Polina for Blush Tribe and the Angelica for Davina, I think the Polina was a much better, is a much better put together palette. I know everybody says that Angelica is wonderful, but I personally don't see it. That's just my own personal thing, though. My own personal thing. So, but it was just like that, right? But see, Karen, from a personal collection, that's cool. But for me, it just doesn't. The Layla 2 looks good to me now. I've been going back and forth with the Layla 2. But I find, hi Carol, you know, like for instance, I have this Autumn Equinox. It sold out so quickly. They did a restock, but it really didn't, they didn't have, you know, it wasn't around long enough. So even though I think this is a gorgeous palette, it works really well, you can't get it. It's one of my, you know, my Igneous Cosmetic ones. Gorgeous palettes. Gorgeous palette. I mean, look at these beautiful colors, but they don't sell them anymore. So I love them. I will put these on my eyes, but and so I get it now as I grow and I've been on here for a little while. I get why people say those things, because, you know, yes, I could go and say, "Ooh, this is beautiful," but you know, folks gonna be like, "But I can't get that shit." So even though this is beautiful and I have the other one, so in my personal life, yes, love it. But I have to look at things from a different standpoint to it, you know. So I got me a new mist. I'm going back into KBeauty more. Hi, Jason. Super buffering? What the hell? It's gonna be that kind of night, y'all. Let me get off of my... So I got me some Cos RX. It really is trying me today. Cooling Aqua Facial Mist. And I did this because I finished a mist. And I wanted to get a new one, and I want to try some more KBeauty, because KBeauty is very usually inexpensive. We're not going to talk about the what's that damn Amore Pacific and all them, because they are ridiculous. But you know, usually you can get some decent stuff at a decent price with going to get the KBeauty. So I got this Cos RX Aqua Facial Mist to try out. Let's see. Okay, first off, it's pretty good. The spray is pretty good. I know, I think I paid... This says a cooling, refreshing formula that purifies and hydrates skin. This formula helps skin maintain its essential moisture so that it remains soft and smooth throughout the season. Well, thank you. So yeah, so you gotta soak the face, soak it, soak your face, and then we could go in so many wrong directions with that, but we gonna stay right there. Then what else I got? But I'm not gonna use it now because I finally learned that you use your retinols at night and your vitamin C during the day. So I got this because I was going to. Hello, Bella. So I was, because I almost bought that. I wanted that. What was it? Kakadu or somebody's. It was during the 21 days of beauty. They had a 20% vitamin C serum that was on sale for like half price, which was, um, okay, I'll try that one. That was like almost $50 because I know it was like $95. It was $47.50 on sale because it was $95 regular price, and I was conflicted because I was like, do I really want to like something that's $95? Because then I have to keep paying $95. So what I said was, I was like, Luke, go look for you something that's comparable. So I found this one, which is this SoulCeuticals Day Glow Serum with 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E. And these are basically the stuff that was all over that one. So I said, let me go get this. And this supposedly is very similar to the SkinCeuticals, so because the fuck just happened? Whoa, my eyes did something crazy. Um, and so this has a nice. So I read over the stuff that it has in here, and it's got water, vitamin C is the next thing, witch hazel, hyaluronic acid, MSM, orange. So it's got a good stuff in here. And I read the reviews. It sounded really good. So I'm gonna be trying this out because this is. So we're gonna see how this works. And this was so inexpensive. I think I might have paid $20 for it. Maybe 20. I don't even think I paid that much. But yeah, so I got that. So we're gonna see how that works. I have another serum coming that I want to try out. That's KBeauty. It hasn't gotten here yet. It gets here Friday. And I got another something. So I got something that's going to replace my Nip and Fab serum. Sorry. Clearly, you two don't like me today. YouTube does not like me today. So let's try it again. Let's see, can we fix it? Let's see, can we fix it? I see YouTube is being difficult today. It's not my night. It's not my night. So we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna finish my face in a few minutes, and then we're just gonna give it up. We're just gonna give it up. Yes, we do. Now, here's the last disappointing palette for tonight. This is the Beauty Creations Tease Me. Now, this is actually the palette that Huda right. So this is the palette that Huda basically duped to do her nude. Yeah, we did that because we were looking for the dupes for this, and this is what she actually used to create her new nudes. Well, this came out first, Crestfallen. So Huda duped them. So Beauty Creations came out with this first. Huda duped them. Sadly, right. Okay. Oh, my bad. Let's just say it right. When it's a big company taking from a smaller company, it's called inspired. When it's another company taking from a big company, it's called duping, and people getting their fucking feelings about it. Because ain't nobody said that, ain't nobody, all these people who hate dupes and dupes are so terrible, nobody came for Huda for the fact that she did dupe this palette. She basically did. Nobody coming for her for that because it's Huda, it's okay because they want to be on her PR and everything, I mean, it is. Big companies can steal from smaller indie companies and everything, and everybody goes, "Oh, that's okay. They got their inspiration from them," because that's what happens. The indie companies, yeah, well, that's what happens, and then it's okay. That's what happens, because they have to. But then let the indie companies or some company dupe those bigger companies like ABH or something. Oh my God, they're duping. Oh my God, those are their lifeblood. They drew blood to come up with those inspirations and those color schemes and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Hey, I'm gonna need some likes on this one. But okay, so the problem was with this is that I wanted to love it. I really did, but it just it bled out. It blended out to the same colors. It was the strangest shit ever. But like all these colors up in here looked the same on me. Right, right. Wet n Wild was inspired by Morphe. See, because they were inspired, and it's okay because they're Wet n Wild. Because you see, everybody was running out and getting it. And then, of course, everybody's mad at James Charles now. So, how dare we like it, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so like the colors like that were the mauve colors blended out to some kind of browny, reddish something on my eyes. And over the day that I wore it, it all turned into one kind of reddish kind of color on my eyes. I don't know what was going on. It looked pretty, but it wasn't the colors I started out with. I don't know what was the undertones of how they made these. Did I order the Huda one? No, I have not. And the reason why I haven't is because I've had 17 different dupes of Huda, and I said, you know what, I'm not getting it. Nah, I didn't, because I was like, because I kept going back and forth on getting it. I was like, to compare. And I was like, so what am I going to do with all these of the same palettes over and over again? I'm over it. I got one that works. I'm just going to use that one. The Revolution Pro is a nice palette. It's not like this is the only palette I have in that color scheme. I have Give It To Me Straight. I have the Tarte, Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. I got enough stuff. So I'm okay. So yeah, this one, not good. Had to give it up. Had to give it up. Yeah. So let's put on the last thing I'm going to put on my skin, which is this Murad Hydration Night Fix Enzyme Treatment. They say put this on after you put on all your other stuff, and then you put this on. It was a Beauty Creations Tease Me palette. The one that's the Huda stole from them. This one. Not tonight. No. Crimson's on here. Hi, Crimson. No, I'm doing skincare tonight. This is not a makeup sesh. This is a nighttime skincare. So they say this is sort of like a sleeping mask. Which one do you have, Bella? So this is like an overnight sleeping mask. The Seduce Me. Oh, okay. Since that one didn't work out for me, I really haven't looked at Beauty Creation since, no lie. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie about it. I was like, okay, that was enough for me. How did that one work out? Because this one was terrible for me. All right, so we have all of our skincare on. Ooh. Shall we talk about a few new releases? If we're not buffering before we buffer and die, shall we go ahead? Oh, it was absolute trash. It was. No lie. Disappointing. It's gone. It's gone. Right. Alter Ego has a dupe as well. And I said, do I need to keep duping the same exact one? No. So I am done with trying to look at the dupes of that. And to be quite honest, let me just be honest with y'all. I'm not a huge let me dupe something. Let me go and get dupe palettes all the time. I'm just not, because my coins can't do that. What was it, 6 or 7 of them? Um, my coins, I just don't feel like spending my money trying to dupe something. If I buy something and I wind up saying, hey, these are pretty much a dupe of each other, that's one thing. But I just don't, I'm not, I don't know. I'm just conflicted with spending my money on trying to buy dupes. I buy enough. So I just, and plus I buy a lot of indie, so it's a little different. But I just don't feel the need to like keep buying dupes to see if they're dupes. Are they any good or anything? If I see something and I'm like, okay, I want that, I'm gonna get it. But am I going to rush and buy dupes? I have to say no. Nah, that's not my channel. Now, like I said, if I see something that I have, yeah, they did have quality dupes. Rest in peace, Shot Push. But it was like if I was buying this because I wanted to buy them, because I wasn't gonna buy. Shipping ain't always free, and even if I'm buying like the bigger brands, I just don't. Right, right, exactly. So exactly. And let's be honest, I don't even care if it really fits into my collection. It just has to be something that I'm like, ooh, ah, she's so pretty. Especially when you talk about eyeshadow palettes. You know, it's like, she's so pretty. And that's where I'm at. I know this about me, but I don't want to chase dupes, because I don't feel the need to be that channel. And I know I might be shooting myself in the foot. But when I do see that I have dupes to things that I have bought, and that just as a happenstance, okay, cool. But to like chase them, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna, like, for instance, I might buy, if I see something that I'm not gonna pay full price for, like the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I know people love it, but but I'm not willing to spend $129 on it. It wasn't $129 worth of liking, You know what? Let me say what I don't like. Can I tell you what I don't like when I watch dupes? Um, what I don't like, I like it if they're just showing dupes. Like if they have a whole bunch of dupes. Oh, I'm gonna show some um, dupes. But I hate when they do that half. I'm gonna do half my face dupe, half my face not, and you have to figure it out. I hate those. I like just seeing the dupes. I don't necessarily need to see you put it on your face. I don't like that. I like dupe videos. I do watch them, but it's like I don't need to watch you put it on your face. I just really don't. I don't. See, that's the ones I don't like. I like, just show me the stuff and tell me why you think it's a dupe. I don't want to watch you. See, it's beautiful. It's the same thing. For one thing, with foundation, let's just be honest. When they do foundation dupes, we really cannot tell that on camera. Because for one thing, a lot of times, even though you're saying they're dupe, because when you say it's a dupe, you're talking about the formulation. What if the colors don't match a little bit? Right. Right. Oh, see, now you brought up something. You see, okay, so I'm working on another gonna get me in trouble video talking about other YouTubers. But I'm just gonna give y'all a preview. I will be naming names because Ashley said I need to always name names because I'm ignorant like that. But have you not, there are certain, you can tell when a YouTuber doesn't necessarily like a palette, um doesn't necessarily like a palette, especially when you're talking about eyeshadows, but they're trying to make it seem like they do to stay on PR. You know, I'm not saying that you can tell the brands that they love because they always make excuses for the brand. And even though you looking at going, nah, I really didn't, that wasn't that good, y'all. That wasn't that good. I'm not impressed. But they will come up with all kinds of excuses for the brand. Right? Right? So it's like, Naughty said he'd be doing what? I am so itchy. See, I didn't watch the Michelle Wayne because let me just tell y'all something. I don't really watch. Right? Thank you. It's like you watch them and you're like, but it don't even look like it's that good. And they're like, oh, but you know, this, and the other. You know, oh, this is so good, but you know, and it's not this. Okay, just tell the truth about it. Just say, you know what, it wasn't that great, y'all. It was not that great. It wasn't. And it shows through. It shows through. Now, here's the thing: the Smashbox Foundation might be good because the other one, the Studio Skin, is flawless. I want to get that one. You know, now which one is that? Oh, stuff that other YouTubers lied to us about. See, Naughty gonna have them mad at him too. But I'm just being, you know, because you know, it's like you watch them, you like you do know that you really, because some things you can tell, and then you can hear it in the voice where you can tell these people are hemming and hawing and trying to act like it's okay. Well, you know, I lie, you know, it was okay and it didn't, I don't know, not necessarily me, but for you, when they start vacillating and waffling, you right, you can see how it looks on them. You looking at it and going, but I see it's patchy. It's patchy, y'all. Right, and then they're going, you can see it all over their face. Their facial expression is showing all. It'd be patchy and shit. You do see that patchiness, right? Like for me, I always tell people, I always say my left eye, because I have this like little bump in it. Sometimes things look patchy because sometimes this little area right here is just not working right for me. As long as my right eye looks good and it's perfect, I know it's a good shadow. But if it's doing something on this side, I'm like, oh, okay. Now, if it's bad on both sides, fine. We're bad. It's not good, but okay. But yeah, it's just like interesting how they do that. Okay, so let me say, and let me tell you, speaking of the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Foundation, that was when, that was when I was getting a channel, thinking about starting a channel, and I heard about the foundation, and I hadn't worn a lot of, liquid foundations in quite some time. And so I got it because I heard everybody raving about it. I said, okay, let me try this. And I thought it was good. I said, oh, I love it. I love it. And then I really started buying foundations and I started really noticing this shit is cakey as hell. It looked pretty in the beginning, but it didn't last long. It didn't last long. It looked nice, and when you first put it on, though, it did look beautiful. But after a couple of few hours, to give it 3 hours, I started seeing pores down here. I was looking like it was like it was opening up my face. And I just had to be honest, it was cakey. There was nothing I could do about it. And yeah, and then like the Milani is okay, but it's a very thick foundation. It's an extremely thick foundation. So if you're not ready for that thick, heavy, cakey feeling, don't mess with Milani. Cause I mean, I bought it and I was like, and after I put it on, I was like, oh my God, it does feel, it's old school mask foundation. So if you're okay with that, it's okay, but it ain't for me. It just ain't. Right, and it really is because when they say it's good, but the interesting thing is that the new Milani concealer I love because the concealer is thinner than that foundation. The Milani Conceal and Perfect found this I love. I actually love the Milani stick foundation. That I love. You know, the concealer is the bomb. The concealer is the bomb. This is very similar. This is almost a dupe for the Too Faced one. Honestly, this is very good, but so it makes no sense. And I like their stick foundation. The stick foundation wears really beautiful, has a really nice finish to it. Nice. No, I don't eat collagen. You want to see the one? No, I got it. It's easy to get. It's a smaller doe foot, which I like. I don't like the super big ones, but it's a nice smaller doe foot. But it really wears very similar to the Too Faced one. You know, the Too Faced, and I love that one too. Where is it at? It's down there on the floor. I ain't getting it. It fell. So yeah, the Conceal and Perfect, nice. This is so much better. Um, so much better than the foundation. And like I said, I really like the stick foundation too. The stick foundation is beautiful too. Yeah, so that's so and so you know, cause I be watching people and it's like you do know you do know that we can see that that's not working right. You do know we can tell that you really don't like it. We can see that you really don't like this stuff. That we go on. We see you trying to like waffle through some stuff. We see you doing this. You ain't even gotta have a high resolution screen. You could just be on your phone looking at them going, now you know that shit ain't right. You know that shit ain't right. You know that shit ain't right. All right, so let's talk a few new makeup releases before we get out of here since YouTube is liking me for the moment. For the momentito while we got a moment here. For the new people who are just getting in here, let me just show y'all my new YouTube chat, my IG page. Y'all need to go follow. I'm gonna be putting it. I said I will be putting it. Right. Yeah, the oxidizing. Yes, child. Can I get to my other one? Maybe I can. I don't know how to do this. I can't do that on here, I don't think. Oh, I can find it though. I can find it. Hold on. Hold on. So for the new people who are new and haven't, if please go follow. Oh, I got 50 followers. I have a new IG page, Lulu Minute Makeup. That's my new IG page. We'll be doing beauty reviews in under a minute. Under a minute. So please follow. Please go watch. Now let's talk about some shit that I saw and I was like, come on now, y'all. Y'all see the do y'all see that the can we just say that Christmas is already here. It is September. Christmas has already started. Okay. You know, we have got to have Christmas already because it's September. And who needs a Halloween? Who needs a chill until then? No, we don't need a chill until then. What the hell did I just do? Okay, I'm back. We don't need a chill. So, okay, did y'all see Kylie has a collab with Balmain? Okay. I'm sorry. Let's just look at this palette. Now, I don't mess with the Kylies and the KKWs too often, but let's just look at that palette. No. It's a lot of shimmers. That's what I said. It looks like the Juvia's Deuce to me. It has Deuce qualities to it. I thought that too, Karen. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, I was not impressed at all. Okay, so let's tell the truth. Now, let me tell y'all what I have done, and I have made a grid of this. I made a grid. I was in gridding mood. So here are the new ones coming out: the Anastasia Volume 1 and 2, right? Coming out. You know, I already have the one, and I like the one. Um, if you were thinking about getting the Vizart palette for $175, you might as well get these two right here because they got all the colors that are in that Vizart palette for $120. I'm just saying. I was looking at it and I said, you know, do I need to get that? And honestly, right? Honestly, because I was thinking about getting the Vizar palette, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, and watching some of the tutorial press pigments. Right. Yes, the orange one is a Sephora exclusive, but it's online. It's going to be on their site too. It's just not going to go to any other retailers. So the orange one is, the greeny one, the blue green one is not. I think they're all cute. But let me say that yeah, you could just get these and you have more shadows because you're gonna wind up with a huge amount of shadows. Um, so yeah, those are there. Um, Now what do we think? Now you gotta give Juvia's Place something for the fucking packaging. This is that new one, Wahala, they're talking about they're coming out with. And this packaging, I can't wait. That's what I'm saying. It is tempting, Joshua, but if you want to spend that kind of money, you might as well get those two. That packaging, I want to see what colors. Now, I want this one because they saying Wahala is drama. I'm gonna need it to be a deep jewel toned palette. I'm gonna need it to have some deep, beautiful. Oh, I'm a sucker for pretty packaging. I'm gonna need it to have some beautiful, like ruby colors, and a beautiful sapphire, and a beautiful emerald. You know, hey, my baby bop. That's what I'm gonna need it to be. That's what I'm gonna need it to be. Now, will it be that? I don't know, but that's what I need it to be. Oh, and then these are what I'm dying for. Those babies right there. I want these right here. These, because I love these little XS by Lime Crime, and these are so gorgeous. I want these. These are so cute. I have the rose gold one. I love it. I love Lime Crime eyeshadows anyway. Yes, I'm getting them. I'm getting them. I am when I get them on sale, because you know they're gonna have a sale, Black Friday sale. Lime Crime always does. I have yet to see that. They have the Immortalis. Have you seen that one, Onag? Which is they came out with that one. This is their smaller palette. Okay, so what? Why am I seeing airdrop? I ain't trying to airdrop something. What are you doing? Honey, this thing that does some shit. Okay. All hands up for who's buying Nikita Dragon's new palette. Okay, so we just playing with me. Oh, okay, that's why. I keep touching that. Oh, come on now. I'm just saying, I was just asking, I just wanted to see who was getting it. Let me see if I can find the Immortalis for you. It keeps coming up. Every time I touch this damn screen, it wants to go to that one. That's why I said it. Let me see, can I find it? Come on now. Okay, so now I am not mad at her for doing her thing. Okay, so I can't get it to move correctly. I can't get nothing to move right. Oh, let me just do this. Hold on. Because I'm going to go to some different ones anyway. So fuck you. Okay, line. What is going on with this damn thing? Okay, I'm trying to get to that Onar for you. I promise you, this is like some kind of crazy shit. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got there. I promise you. Okay, so here is the Immortalis. I would buy it on sale. I would not pay full price for it. I'm just being honest about it. If y'all could see what this damn thing is doing to me right now, it is driving me insane. I'm just being honest with y'all. It's like the damn screen is so fucking sensitive right now. Okay, here we go. Hi, Octavia. Yeah, I'll buy it on sale. Yeah, that's all I want is the Norvina too. Did you? Okay, so here's the Immortalis right here. So it's very, very cool toned. Right, yeah, I ain't paying full price for it. No, I'm not. And trust me, if Ulta gets it, they're gonna have them on sale too. Now the other thing I'm waiting to see, let's look and see if they Hey, yeah. Yes, it is very sophisticated. I had some really good lentil soup today. Just want to throw that out there. Just random. That was just some random shit that just I wanted to say. That I have right. What is what underwhelming? The lime crime, yes. Yeah, I usually make it for myself, but I got some from the Nile because B got some food from there, so I got that. Yeah. Yeah, see, cool tone in me is like I only wear them every once in a while in the dead of winter time. What? Right, the Immortalis, yes, Octavia. It's nice. I like their quality. What's lentils? Lentils are a bean. Well, I can't bring it up again because my thing is acting up, Octavia. So we have to look at a different day. Lentils are a bean. Very healthy, very good for you. And everything is like an acquired taste. Not everything is for everybody. I'm here to say that. Bone broth grass. No, they're a legume. Very tiny ones, but I love them. Very good. I don't like eggnog. Eggnog makes me want to throw up. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right, I said legume. I said it was a legume. You see, I corrected my own self, Crimson. I already took care of that. I know what I'm eating. Satan's. Oh, I do not like eggnog. Eggnog is just like doesn't. Now, when I was a kid, I liked eggnog. I don't know why I liked it as a kid, but as an adult, I'm like, this is disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, I do know people love them some eggnog. You nasty. Michelle, and her, see, she messed us up with spatulas and the naked cat. Hey, Elijah. Elijah Johnson is one of my students. So, Octavia, see, that's my thing with Revolution. That's why I don't buy a lot of them. Well, if you throw sugar in it, it might be okay. But in general, no, the eggnog is disgusting. Now, I like some mayonnaise. Don't mess with the mayonnaise. That's my white girl coming out. Shit. Okay, now let me say the eggnog ice cream might be okay because this is the shit. See, there you go. But let me say, on a hamburger. See, now, right, I don't like the taste of now. I think I've had some eggnog ice cream and it was okay. Why did I go to this place and try to get the same ice cream and they got rid of it? Don't you hate that when you go someplace and they have a really good ice cream and then they change the flavors? I've been there like, oh, I'm gonna go get this. See, I don't like Miracle Whip that much. And listen, I ain't trying to get no vegan mayo. Mayo is about eggs. Yeah, I said it, fight me on it. But yeah, so just eat some mustard. Just do some mustard. Just do some mustard. And hell, it's a Miracle Whip vegan. Good night. I'm about to. Oh, now vegan cheese is a travesty. Vegan cheese should have never been created. Every time, and hey, listen, I will eat some vegan food. I will eat some vegetarian food, but don't, because y'all just, that's no. Goat cheese, yes. You right now. You can't convince me that vegan cheese is anything but travesty. Coconut. Now I've had some cream coconut and stuff. I know. I understand that. Y'all can have all that. Let me have me my cheese. That's why I can never be vegan. That's one of the biggest reasons. I can almost go vegetarian, except for my health reasons. Good night, Octavia. But don't play with me. Don't that no. No. Y'all just be trying to make yourself feel good. Because no. It is not cheddar. It is not Asiago. It is not blue. It is not goat cheese. It is not any of those things. Because I ain't giving up cheese in every beautiful form that it comes in. I'm not giving it up. Mm-mm. And I feel like this one day y'all gonna find out they did some shit to that vegan stuff to make it like cheese, and then it's gonna be like, I should just ate the cheese. And I get it. I mean, everybody does their own thing up. Oh, I eat goat cheese. I eat it all, baby. I eat it all. So, okay, well, okay. So you was a cheese expert, and I'm gonna stay with my cheeses. I ain't eating that stuff. Mm-mm. The texture never does it for me. Here's my issue with it: is the texture. It's not about it's the texture of that stuff too. Now, of course, you can make anything taste similar to anything. And here's my question: how y'all making it taste like that? I'm just saying, is the way, the process to make vegan cheese any better than just eating some cheese? I just need to know. And I'm just asking because I don't know. Because I feel like this. Certain times we be trying so hard to make something better that it ain't, it's supposedly we're going to get away from this, but it's actually almost the same thing as eating the actual thing that you're trying not to eat. Now, I'm just asking the question because I just need the answer to that. I just need the answer to that. So I just need to know. Like, okay, like from a makeup standpoint, here's my makeup correlation. This is just makeup. So everybody wants to wear eyelashes. So now they have this magnetic eyeliner and the lashes, right? So everybody's like, oh, this is so easy. Now I predict that it's going to come out that eventually, I'm sorry, I have an issue with putting magnets that close to my eye and thinking that that's a good thing. So I predict that in a few years, there's going to be some lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? I predict there's going to be lawsuits because people who are trying to find this easy way to have something did more harm because they tried to use something that was just didn't make no fucking sense. Because you can't convince me to put in a damn you can't convince me that putting magnets by my eye are a good thing. You just can't convince me of that. Okay, 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 I got you. Put the proteins and the fats. Okay, I got you. Oh, no, I got you. I don't know who did, but people are like, oh my God, it's so easy. And I promise you, we are going to hear about people's eyes that are sitting over here that are all off. Because you can't tell me that if you start wearing those, that if they don't go blind, their eyes are going to be moving around. They're not going. I just see their eyes being like off kilter. Like it's going to make folks' eyes just be like rolling around in their head because you fucked up some kind of, because we have electrical impulses in our bodies, right? Oh yeah, yeah, I can see that. You'd have all kind of shit on your eyes, girl, with the magnet eyelashes. You sure would. All those scrapings would be just like clinging to your eyes. Just no, you can't have them. But I'm saying it. Right, that's what I'm saying. The magnetic liner to go with the lashes is even scarier because you're putting this on. And I saw somebody talking about them. And the thing is, they say, if you get this shit in your eye, go to the hospital immediately. Go to the hospital. Don't try to flush it out. Go to the hospital. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass on that. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not. Well, y'all gonna do that because I'm just thinking that maybe in his head it's okay, but maybe in the eyes it ain't just right what you need to be doing. I'm just saying. I can see myself fucking. I can see some people gonna be fucked up over them things. And you're right, they do use magnets in people, but I'm thinking I don't want them on my eyes like that. I don't think for right the fiber mascaras. I mean, nah. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I get that they aren't all that strong, but I just don't think that my eyes need to have a magnum vibe. Are you going? Okay, so let me ask you this, Onaga. Are you getting some of those? Are you gonna do it? You gonna do that and wear them for the next year and let me know how that works out? I'm just curious because I need to know. See, I'm looking at it from prolonged use. I'm not talking about that they're that strong. I'm thinking from prolonged use that might be problematic. That's where I'm saying. So I could see, yes, maybe if you wear them here and there, but I'm saying that people who decide, oh, this is awesome, I'm going to use this all the time. I'm thinking that prolonged use of magnets by your eye might be a little problematic. And let's be honest, some of the companies that are making this stuff, we don't, hey, I don't trust them. You got all these people coming out with this stuff, doing it. I don't trust them. Just being real. I don't necessarily trust them and their usage of this stuff. I don't trust them using the best quality magnets for this. I just don't. I can see it being problematic. Because, yes, medical grade, because, I can see medical grade magnets being fine. But we're talking about makeup. They aren't always, I don't trust them. And I don't trust them using something that's necessarily perfectly eye safe. Just being real. Just being honest. So I'm going to pass on that. I'm just going to keep on using my lash glue and keep it a day. Pop them babies on. Keep it moving. That's what I'm going to keep doing. That's just my thing. But, I could be tripping. I'll give y'all that. So we had, as always, I'm about to get off. I think so too. Cause you got to get that eyeliner on. All we got to do with the lash glue is put it on there. Put the lash glue on, and then it's just about placing your lash with the glue on, because you're putting the glue on the lash, not lining your eyes. And now, I don't know. So anyway, we've had a nice little conversation about that. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Doing some with multitasking live. We've done skincare and disappointing products. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Let me go back to sleep. It was good seeing y'all. Good night, everybody. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Joshua. Good night, Coco, Ona, Crestfallen, Crimson, Bella, Ash. Who else we got in here right now? Anybody else I see talking? Karen, of course, Karen. Yeah, we made it. We made it work the second time around. But we have learned we cannot speak the S word. The S name is another one that we can't say. Because Michelle mentioned the S and we got shut down. The algorithm was like, they said his name and it was in vain. We got to shut him down. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night.